Weatherford is, of course, the high-energy punter for the New York Giants. He's always one of the bigger personalities in the New York sports scene, and he's made some news recently by agreeing to donate his brain for scientific research after he passes away. He's nice enough to join us in studio today. Thanks for being here. Of all the topics I thought we'd be discussing with you, this was the last one.
I'm not donating my abs, just my brain. So.
The abs are far too valuable.
I'm donating my abs.
Yes.
If I decide to do that, I'll put you or Moose at the top of the list.
Well, we appreciate it.
I could use all the help. I really
certainly can. And we'll get to your abs later, by the way. But let's talk about this. How'd you come up with this idea to donate your brain to science?
Well, I've always been a big supporter of donating your organs and being an organ donor, et cetera, should something happen to me. But I feel like there is a big need for research to be done, not only with CTE, but, a good friend of mine, Steve Gleason, with ALS. And, a lot of NFL players, after they walk away from the game, if they're lucky enough to walk away from the game, a lot of them have a lot of problems with substance abuse, depression, anxiety, and I feel like obviously there is a link between the head trauma sustained as a professional athlete, and granted there are a lot of risks that we agree to when we decide to pursue this career of professional sports and namely football, but I feel like to be able to give that gift of my brain, when I pass away, it's not like I'm going to need it. So if I can help, further generations to be able to figure out more, do more research, learn more so they can get to the genesis of the problem, and if that helps save people or find a cure, I'm, excited to be a part of it.
Steve, when you look at your squad, are you happy with the decision that they made to bring Tom Coughlin back?
Absolutely. I've been in this league for 10 years. Played under 4 head coaches, Herm Edwards, Sean Payton, Jack Del Rio, Rex Ryan, 5 coaches, and Tom Coughlin. So the opportunity to play under a guy who has such an incredible ability to inspire and motivate and teach. He doesn't treat us like kids that are playing a sport. He teaches us, it's almost a militant style of coaching, but at the same time being very cognizant of people's feelings. And I know you have to coach different people different ways, but he's a mastermind and inspiring, and I think you've got to be able to mold your style of coaching to who you're actually coaching.
The Giants putting the franchise tag on Jason Pierre-Paul. How do you think he's going to react to that?
For me, I got the franchise tag after we won the Super Bowl in 2012. Jason might be at a different part or a different frame of mind than I was. We had 23 free agents whenever I was franchise tagged. So to me, it was the greatest compliment ever. I'm like, you got Mario Manningham and Ahmad Bratch and all these other guys that were free agents. They decided to use the franchise tag on me. I don't know if it's because they loved me that much or the fact that the franchise tag number was a lot lower for my position than it was for the others. But for me, and I think Jason Pierre-Paul will agree, it's flattering, in the fact that they want you so much they're willing to invest this much money in you. I think his cap hit number will be somewhere around $15 million. So that just goes to show you how much we value his talent and his ability to get to the quarterback. But, he's a great locker room guy as well. So, I think they are using this tool, this franchise tag, to be able to buy themselves a little bit more time. And then this way they kind of turn the tables on Jason Pierre-Paul, and they're actually the person that has leverage at this point. But I'm confident that they'll be fair with Jason and find a deal that makes him happy but locks him up to be a New York Giant for a very long time.
We got to ask you about the physique, right? My wife often asks me, wonder whether or not I even have abs.
Just tell your wife it's Photoshop. That's it.
No, we got to know.
I actually saw him on TV.
What is your ab routine?
It's fish oil on the coffee.
Look at that. Look at that.
I am very dialed in my diet, very dialed in my training routine, but my diet and my training aren't anything like game-changing. Now, granted, there's a lot of science and a lot of research that goes into the training I do and the food that I eat, but I think it's the consistency of which I do it.
Right.
I don't take days off. I always hit the gym. It's something that has become a part of me. It is my lifestyle. I don't necessarily do it for the muscle magazines or for this, that, or the other. I love it. It's something that I'm going to do.
When's the last time you had McDonald's?
Oh, it's been
Burger fries?
probably 10 years. If I'm going
How about a
to
Snickers
eat
bar?
something like that, it's going to be In-N-Out Burger. I don't know if you guys have been to the West Coast and had that.
Oh, yeah.
Double animal style.
That's pretty good, huh?
If I'm going to cheat, that's where it's going to be.
That makes it. Real quick before you go, I got to ask you one thing. All right, Mike Westhoff works here for us. Mike Westhoff killed you on the way out when you left the Jets.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like you've had such good success since then? Do you feel like you're sort of showing up Westhoff by showing how well you've done since? He killed you on the way out.
He did. He absolutely did. But you know what? I think when he was my coach, I never had a coach push me harder, longer than he did. You know, if I had the greatest game of my life, he would always find something that I can improve. But I did take some positive things away from playing for him. He was, without a doubt, the greatest special teams mind in the National Football League, and I think he'll be remembered as such. But he was a tough guy to play for. You know, he was very, very critical, but at the same time, very talented. So there's not really anything I could say negative about him, except for, you know, when I went to practice, I had to bring my A game every single day.
No doubt about it. Listen, thank you for stopping by.
Appreciate it.
Donating his brain to science, not before the 2015 season, before I get tweets about it from Giant fans. Obviously down the road. Thanks for stopping by.
Moose, make sure you tell your wife, Photoshop.
Yeah. Photoshop.